can be. And here we go with the men's 3v4, Wellington versus Hutt Valley. Wellington are in the field first, Hutt Valley batting. I will take you through the lineup shortly. Alright, at the plate here for Hutt Valley, Tane Mew Mew. And a rise ball out of the zone gives us a ball. And we have a count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. And with a cut at that one, drop third straight there by the catcher, takes the out at 1. Alright, we have got now for Hutt Valley, Shaw Wallace at the plate, Joel Evans on deck. And I will run us through Wellington's defence after this pitch. And with a foul back on that one strike here on the batter. For Wellington, we have Tiger Onishi on the mound, tracking down to Jaden Stratford at the catcher. We have Jerome Roimaki at first base, Aaron Gollan at second base, Gene Robinson at 3, Kieran Bolger at shortstop, and in the outfield we have Mason Carey, Ollie Smith in the centre, and Riley Markia at 9. And a good pitch on the outside there brings 2 strikes up on the batter. We also have a DP, Joel Harris, in batting for Tiger for the pitcher, and a DR, Van Hillick. Ball there on the outside takes the call to 2 strikes, 1 ball. 1 down here for Wellington in the top of the first. cut there by Zah, taken cleanly out in the right field by Riley Markia. 2 down here to Wellington. Up the plate now, Joel Evans. And a good first up pitch there for a strike. And a good cut at that one brings up 2 strikes here on the batter, Joel Evans. On deck here for Hutt Valley we have Corey List. Ball on the outside there, 2-1. And a ball on the inside, 2-2. And a late cut at that one sends that one foul. Leaves the count 2-2. And a cool strike there at the plate to give Wellington 3 down. Alright, and as Hutt Valley come out to play defence, I'll run us through their defence. On the mound today for Hutt Valley we have Regan Manley. He was chucking down to Taikaha Cope. Apologies on that one. First baseman will be Dallas Clifton. Second base is Shaw Wallace. Third baseman Jackson Baldwin. Shortstop is Tane Mumu. Left field Logan O'Leary. Centre field Josh McCarroll. And right fielder Corey List. We've got a DP today, Joel Evans. He's in batting for catcher Taikaha. And we've got a DR today, Keenan Easthope. And the Wellington lineup at the plate first will be Jaden Stratford. Batting on deck, Aaron Gollan, and in the 3 spot at the gate, Riley Markia. Alright, and here we go. Up to bat here is facing Regan Manley on the mound, Jaden Stratford. And a good lead-off pitch there by Regan. 1 strike here on the batter. And a hard cut at that one sends that foul behind the fence. That gives 2 strikes here on the batter. And a ball on the outside brings the count 2 strikes, 1 ball. And ball called dead here as Jaden fouls the ball back into his own leg. Looks like that one was a bit of a stinger as he tries to walk that one off. This one definitely hurt. And he's walked it off as best he can. As he goes back into the box, we've got a 2 strike, 1 ball count. And a ball on the outside gives us a 2-2 count. Jaden grounds out to third base and the third baseman makes the play at 1 down here for Hutt Valley. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Golan for Wellington. In the box, on deck, is Riley Markia. At the gate, Jerome Raymaki. And a good pitch there on the outside of the plate for a first ball strike. And Aaron bounced that one foul. Gives himself a 2 strike count. And Aaron grounds out to the first baseman, who fields the ball cleanly and takes it back to his base to bring up 2 down here for Hutt Valley. At the plate now we've got Riley Markia, and on deck Jerome Raymaki. Ball called high on that one, 1 ball here on the batter. Nice pitch there, gives us 1 and 1. Ball in the dirt there, 2 balls, 1 strike. And a nice pitch there on the outside gives us 2 and 2. And Riley hits a fly ball out to left field. Left field tracks it, and puts it down, leaving Riley safe at 2. 2 down here for Hutt Valley. Brings to the plate Jerome Damaki. On deck for Wellington, Joel Harris. And a nice hit there by Jerome, sent out to left field. Who catches that one? Bringing it 3 down. Start away. Going into the top of the first here. Wellington go out to defend. Score is 0-all. Right, heading into the top of the second. Coming up to the plate for Hutt Valley is Corey List. On deck, Dallas Clifton, and at the gate, Josh McCarroll. To the elbow. So hit by pitch, puts him safe down at 1. This brings to the plate now Dallas Clifton. Hutt Valley have runner on 1. And Dallas shapes to bunt, fouling that off back. Goes count to 1 strike. Dallas shapes to bunt again, sends it fly out past first baseline. Second base, Wellington makes a good attempt at that, but ultimately goes dead. It's the count there at 2 strikes on the batter. Runner still safe at 1. And a good cut there by Dallas, sends a nice safe hit out to right fielder Riley Markia, who makes the throw into second to hold the runner there at 2. Hutt Valley have runners safe on 1 and 2, none down. Bringing up to the plate now Josh McCarroll. On deck, Logan O'Leary. And at the gate, Regan Manley. And a good first ball pitch there for a strike for the pitcher. lovely bunt put down there by Josh McCarroll. Catcher makes the play, throws down to first, but ultimately the runner beats him. They make the play across to three. Runner safe at three, so we have Logan O'Leary at the plate with loaded bases. And a runs ball there, out of the zone. Ball one. And with a cut under that one, gives us a 1-1 count. And a ball high on the inside there brings the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Some nice movement there in the batter's box to get out of the way of that one. And a good pitch there for a strike brings the count 2-2. Protecting the plate there, fouls that back into the fence. 2-2 count still. None down here for Wellington, loaded bases. Fouls that off into the catcher's mask, and it comes off foul. Keeps 2-2 count. Score is 0-0 at this stage. Cut there by Logan, sends it grounding out to second baseman, who fumbles it a little but makes the play at 1 for 1 down for Wellington. That does, however, score Corey List in, leaving the score now 1-0 to Hutt Valley. 1 down to Wellington. Runners here safe on 2 and 3. Regan Manually at the plate. Ball there on the inside, ball 1. So, Regan Manley at the plate, on deck, Jackson Baldwin at the gate, top of the order, Tane Mew Mew. And a good pitch there, brings the count to 1-1. Good pitch there as well, gives us 2 strikes, 1 ball here. Good battle here between the pitchers. Tiger pitching down for Wellington against pitcher for Hutt Valley, Regan. keeps the count. 2 strikes, 1 ball. And Regan cuts underneath that one for a strike out. This gives Wellington 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Jackson Baldwin on deck, top of the order, Tane Mew Mew. 2 down here for Wellington. Got 2 runners on. Save 2 and 3. 1-0 to Hutt Valley at this stage in the top of the second. And a good hard cut. That one by Jackson sends that one foul for a first ball strike. And a nice pitch there on the inside gives us 2 strikes here on the batter. And that one comes in a bit high there for a 2 strike, 1 ball count. Ball there on the outside for a 2-2 count. And a full strike there at the plate gives Wellington 3 down. Doing well to only let 1 run in there. Hutt Valley leave 2 runners out there on bases 2 and 3. Going into the bottom of the second, Wellington will come out to bat, leading off there with Joel Harris. The score is 1-0 to Hutt Valley after that. Alright, and coming up to the plate for Wellington, Joel Harris. On deck, Mason Carey. And at the gate, Kieran Bolger. Ball on the outside, called strike. So strike 1 here on Joel. And pitch there for 2 strikes here on the batter. Pulled there by Joel in the box. Gives us a count. 2 strikes, 1 ball. And changing it up there with the rise ball out of the zone. Gives us 2 and 2. And Joel protecting the plate, takes a cut of that one, sends it foul back. Count stays at turn 2. And that one's called a ball, so we have a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a nice hit by Joel out into the centre field, who tracks it well and takes the catch comfortably, giving Hutt Valley 1 down. Coming to the plate now for Wellington is Mason Carey. And a good pitch with a tiny bit of bat there to the catcher's glove for 1 strike. And a nice strike there on the outside. Gives us 2 strikes here. Pitcher ahead of the count. Ball there on the inside. Gives us 2 strikes, 1 ball. And a cut at that one, sends it well. Count stays it. 2 strikes, 1 ball. And a cool strike there at the plate with a pitch on the outside. Gives Hutt Valley 2 down. That brings to the plate Kieran Bolger. Ball there on the inside for a first pitch ball. Ball over there, 2 balls here on Kieran. On deck for Wellington, Gene Robinson. And a swing on that one with a teeny bit of bat. Back into the catcher's glove. Gives us a 2 balls, 1 strike. And a ball on that one gives us 3 balls, 1 strike. And a nice pitch there gives us a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a cool strike on the at the plate on that outside corner again gives Hutt Valley 3 down. This brings Wellington back out on defence at the top of the third. The score is 1-0 to Hutt Valley. Alright, and coming up to the plate. Top of the order here for Hutt Valley, Tane Mew Mew. On deck for Hutt Valley, Shaw Wallace. Ball high there, first pitch ball. And a good cut there, sends it foul back. Gives us a 1-1 count. And a good cut at that one, sends that foul as well. Gives us a 2-1, 2 strikes. Hard cut there by Tane, sends it in the hole between third base and shortstop, leaving him safe on 1. This brings to the plate Shaw Wallace. On deck for Hutt Valley, Joel Evans. Shapes smart, but pulls out of that. Judge no swing, so we'll take first pitch ball. Ball up and on the outside. Gives us 2 balls here.
Come on, Tiger!
Bat was dropped outside of the diamond and the ball hit it. It's called foul. So Zart will come back to the plate with a 2-ball, 1 strike count. And Sarge sends a bunt down foul past the first baseline again. Gives him a 2-2 count. And a ball on the outside loads the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a cut, that one sending a foul. Keeps the count loaded. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good at bat here by Zah.
Come on, Liam.
And a hard cut by Zah sends that out to the centre fielder who takes the catch cleanly, throwing it into 2, holding the runner there at 1. 1 down here for Wellington. Runner on 1. Joel Evans to the plate. On deck, Corey List.
Here we go, here. Come on, Liam. One ball up.
And held on the ball high. All 1.
Here we go, here. Come on, Liam.
Joel swinging on that outside pitch. Gives us a count, 1-1.
Here we go, Tiger. Come on, Tiger.
And a strike called on that one as the catcher throws down to 2. Try and catch the runner. Runner beats the ball. Safe at 2.
Here we go, here. Come on, Liam.
And fouling that one back. Ball low on that one.
Come on, Tiger.
And we have a 2-2 count. And swinging at that one gives Wellington 2 down. Runner on 2 brings to the plate Corey List. On deck we have Dallas Clifton, and at the gate Josh McCarroll. Ball there on the outside for ball 1. Wellington is 2 down here. The runner on 2. Corey List at the plate. 1-0 to Hutt Valley.
Here we go.
hold on that one. Fastpitch gives us a 2-ball count. And a strike there on the outside of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Here we go, Tiger. Come on, Tiger.
And a ball low on that one gives us a 3 balls, 1 strike count. Swing there loads the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Come on now.
And Corey grounding out to shortstop, making the play at 1-4-3 down for Wellington, leaving the runner out there on 2. As we head into the bottom of the 3rd, Wellington will come up to bat. Hutt Valley are up 1-0. Alright, and here we go. Wellington up to bat with Jane Robinson. On deck, Ollie Smith, and at the gate, there were Jaden Stratford. And a nice strike there by Regan. And a slight strike at that, foot fouls that off towards the Hutt Valley dugout. 2 strikes there. Ball on the inside. 2 strikes, 1 ball. And a ball in the dirt there. Gives us a 2-2 count. And a ball in the inside loads up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. on the inside as Jean takes the walk, safe down to 1. That brings up to the plate Ollie Smith. On deck, top of the order, Jaden Stratford. And Ollie shapes the bunt, fouls that off into the catcher. First ball strike. And Ollie grounds that off to the shortstop, who makes the play at 2 to take the lead runner. Ollie makes it safe down to 1. Top of the order here for Wellington, Jaden Stratford comes to the plate. On deck, Aaron Gollan. 4-1 down for Hutt Valley. Ball there high, or ball 1. And we're just checking out here to see whether or not it is a double play. Umpires come together, they deem the ball grounded, so the play's made at 1. This gives Hutt Valley 2 down, runner advances to 2 for safe on 2. 2 down as Aaron Gollan takes to the plate. And that one was fouled off there by Aaron. And a good cut there by Aaron past second baseman. Brings in Ollie Smith, tying the score up 1-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. 2 down here brings Riley Markia to the plate. On deck, Jerome Reimaki. Safe down there on first, Aaron Gollan. And Riley fouls that off down past third baseline and the dead ball line into the crowd for a first ball strike. And pitch called on the inside there, gives us a 1-1 count. And a nice spot there on the outside of the plate, gives us a count, 2 strikes, 1 ball. And a good ground drive there by Riley Mark here into the hole between third and short, out to left fielder. Gets him safe at 1. Advances Aaron there, safe at 2. Brings to the plate Jerome Damaki. On deck, Joel Harris. Scores 1-1 now, with the runner scoring in the last at bat. 2 down here for Hutt Valley. Ball high there for ball 1. As the infield take time. Alright, and as we come back here, we've got 1 ball here on Jerome. And Jerome throws that down, all the way down third baseline. Out just past 7. So we have a 1-1 count. Hutt Valley have 2 down here, runners on 1 and 2. Jerome Damaki at the plate, Joel Harris on deck. And a good inside pitch there has Jerome fouling that off down first baseline, all the way down past 9. Goes one way the first time, other way the second time. This gives us a 2 strike, 1 ball count. 2 down here to Hutt Valley. And Jerome grounds that out to first base, and first base finds his base for the out. 3 down there to Hutt Valley, leaving 2 runners out on base. And at the end of the 3rd innings, we have a 1-all score. Brings us out into the top of the 4th. Coming up to bat for Hutt Valley will be Dallas Clifton. All right, so here we are in the top of the 4th, scores 1-all, and we have Dallas Clifton at the plate, Josh McCarroll on deck, and Logan O'Leary at the gate. And a hard cut fly straight out to the right fielder. Riley Mark here takes the catch comfortably. Gives Wellington 1 down. Brings to the plate Josh McCarroll. On deck, Logan O'Leary. At the gate, Regan Manley. Caught a strike on the outside there. Strike 1. And a good cut there, grounding out to the second baseman who makes the play at 1 for 2 down here for Wellington. Brings to the plate Logan O'Leary on deck, Regan Manley. Ball high on the outside for ball 1. Ball on the inside, ball 2. Ball high there on the inside, 3 balls here to the batter. Pitch a Tiger here, all on find the zone. And he does with a nice strike there to come back. 3 balls, 1 strike. And a cut there by Logan. Give it, loading up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cut back here by pitcher Tiger Onishi. And a good cut there. It's Mount swinging for 3 down. Brings Wellington in to play offense. Sends out the Hutt Valley defense. Going into the bottom of the 4th, score is 1-1. Alright, going into the bottom of the 4th. At the plate we have Joel Harris on deck, Mason Carey at the gate, Kieran Bolger. And the plate umpire's down, called a swing on that one. So we have 1 strike here on Joel. Ball high there, brings the count 1-1. Pitch called strike on the inside there, brings us a count of 2 strikes, 1 ball. And ball called dead as it's thrown into hit into his one ball. Our score is 1-1 all. Alright, so after all that, it was a dead ball. Come off the batter. 2 strikes, 1 ball. And he held on that one for a 2-2 count. And a good cut there by Joel. Fouls that back. Keeps him in the game. 2-2. And protecting the plate, there's Joel fouling off another one. Keeping the count at 2-2. And with a good at-bat there by Joel, he's keeping himself in it. Fouls that one off. Past the dead ball line, past the third base. So keeps the count 2-2. And he takes the ball there, loading the count. 2 strikes, 3 balls. And Joel Harris gets a beautiful piece of that one, sending it over the fence, over centre field. Brings himself in for an automatic, bringing the score here to 2-1 to Wellington. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Is coming up to the plate after that one is Mason Carey. None down here for Hutt Valley. So here we have Mason Carey. And he takes a good swing at that one, fouling that back this way. Takes 1 strike here. And a ball there on the outside. 1-1. And a ball on the inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Drive for a foul there from Mason. Gives us a 2-2 count. And Mason hits a nice ground ball out there past the second baseman to get himself safe down at 1. Still none down here for Hutt Valley. DR comes out to run for Mason. DR is Van Hillock. Up to the plate now we have Kieran Bolt. On deck, Jane Robinson. And a ball on the inside, puts ball 1 here for Kieran. So we have none down here for Hutt Valley, runner on 1. Following a beautiful single automatic over the fence by Joel Harris. Brings the score to 2-1 to Wellington. As Kieran takes a bunt there goes foul. It's 2 strikes on it. No, apologies, I don't believe that is 2 strikes. Bear with me. Swing there, so now I believe it's 2 strikes. And Kieran is hit by a pitch there on the leg that advances the DR Van Hillock around to second and puts himself safe on first. That brings up to the plate now Jane Robinson on deck, Ollie Smith. None down here for Hutt Valley in the bottom of the 4th. Scores 2-1 to Wellington. First pitch ball. And Jean bunts that down foul down the 3rd baseline for a 1-1 count. High on that one. Two balls, 1 strike. And Jane bounced that one dead again. Foul again off the 3rd baseline for a 2-2 count. And Jean takes a nice cut past the second baseman, who makes a good attempt at the diving catch. Gives Jean a safe hit down to 1. Advances the runners, brings 1 in and scores. And it brings Kieran Bolger down to 3. So for Wellington we have runners safe on 1 and 2. got none down here for Hutt Valley, and the score is now 3-1 to Wellington. And we are in the bottom of the fourth. Time scored here by Hutt Valley, and it seems we may have some changes. Okay, so as I said before, we have a change. So on the mound, we have Regan giving way to Nate Thiessen. Not sure if I'm saying that right. Apologies if I am not. So Nate will continue to check down to Taikaha, and we have Ollie Smith here at the plate. And a nice first pitch there by Nate gives us strike one. Ball there on the inside, 1-1 count. So we have none down here for Hutt Valley, runners on 1 and 3. Wellington have brought in 2 runs here, so score is 3-1 to Wellington. Ollie Smith at the plate. And a good cut at that one sends it foul, gives us a 2-strike, 1 ball count. And that one goes on inside, gives us a 2-2 count. And a nice pitch there by Nate, gives us a foul ball, keeps the count 2-2. And a ball there on the outside, loads the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball hit out to right field. Caught comfortably out there by the right fielder for Ollie, but the runner in 3 tags up and makes the play at home, bringing in another run. Brings the score now to 4-1 to Wellington. This brings to the plate, top of the order, Jaden Stratford. 1 down here for Hutt Valley, score 4-1. inside. Scores 4-1 now to Wellington. Bottom 4. Ball on the inside. And a strike there gives the count 3 balls, 1 strike. And a hard cut there by Jaden. Fills the count. We've got 3 balls, 2 strikes. And with a fly ball out into the right field. Centre field comes across, tries to make the play. Loses it a bit there and grounds it. This brings Jaden safe to 2 and Jean safe at 3. This brings Aaron Gollan to the plate. 1 down here for Hutt Valley. Swing there, 1 strike here on Aaron. Called that he went on that one. 2 strikes here on Aaron. Hits that back to the pitcher, who flicks it off back to the second baseman. Attempts to make the play there at 1, and it's with an overthrow. Scores both runners on base and moves Aaron round to second. This brings the score now to 6-1 to Wellington here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 down here to Hutt Valley. Up to the plate now we have Riley Markia. On deck, Jerome Remaki. Strike there on the outside. 1 strike here on Riley. Ball on the outside there, 1-1 count. And Riley takes a hard cut at that, sending that foul. Brings the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And another good cut. That one sends that one back foul. Leaves the count. 2 strikes, 1 ball. Outside gives us a 2-2 count. And with the foul ball down there, keeps the count 2-2. Swing on that one, cool. Full loads the count here. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here on Riley Markia. Great at here by Riley. And with the 4th ball there, takes the walk down to 1. On that play, Aaron advances in pursuit of 3. So Wellington have runners on 1 and 3. 1 down here to Hutt Valley brings Jerome Ramaki to the plate. Score now is 6-1 to Wellington, having a great at-bat here in the bottom of the 4th. And a nice pitch there on the outside, brings up 1 strike here on Jerome. And a ball there in the dirt, kept in front by the catcher there, holds the runner there at 3, but Riley Markia advances from 1 to 2 on that plate. It's a 1-1 count here on Jerome. And Jerome takes a good cut at that one. Gives us a 2-strike, 1 ball count. And a ball there on the outside brings the count 2-2. And a ball on the outside there gives us a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes here on Jerome. He's got runners on 2 and 3 here, only 1 down for Hutt Valley. And a great piece there for a foul. Keeps the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jerome grounds that out to the second baseman who makes the play at 1. Taking Jerome out there for 2 down here for Hutt Valley. Brings Joel Harris to the plate. Last at bat, Joel sent it over centre field fence for a beautiful automatic. He's got 2 runners on now, 2 and 3 with 2 down for Hutt Valley. On deck behind Joel, Mason Carey. Ball there on the inside, ball 1. Outside, 2 balls. And a good cut at that one. Great pitch there by Nate. Brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. And with a great cut at that one, we've got a 2-2 count. And a ball on the inside there. Loads the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on 2 and 3 here for Wellington with a full count. 2 down for Hutt Valley. And a good hold there by Joel. Puts him on base with a walk. That loads the bases now here for Wellington. Runners on 1, 2 and 3 coming up to bat. We have Mason Carey. On deck, Kieran Bolger. 2 down here for Hutt Valley. And a foul ball back into the catcher there. Gives us 1 strike here on Mason. And a nice pitch there by Nate. Brings this count to 2 strikes. Loaded bases here for Mason, 2 down for Hutt Valley. And he swings at that one to give Hutt Valley their 3rd out, leaving the bases loaded. However, at the end of the 4th innings, Wellington driving 5 runs to go ahead 6-1. Going into the top of the 5th. Alright, going into the top of 5. Score is 6-1 to Wellington. Wellington made a change there in the outfield. Mason Carey giving way to Regan Davies. Alright, and up to bat for Hutt Valley is Nate Dearson. On deck, Jackson Baldwin. And at the gate, Tane Mew Mew. Low inside for a first pitch ball. And a ball nice is through there in that bottom zone, gives us a 1-1 count. And a good cut there by Nate, sends it foul just down the first baseline. It gives us a count of 2 strikes, 1 ball. Ball on the outside gives us a 2-2 count. And a ball on the outside gives us a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Nate will ground it out to the third baseman, Jane Robinson, who makes the play down at 1 to take Wellington's first out here in the top of the 5th. 1 down. Brings to the plate Jackson Baldwin. On deck, Tane Mew Mew. And a nice first pitch strike. Here's strike 1 here on Jackson. And a cut there by Jackson gives pitcher 2 strikes. Pitcher ahead in the count here. And a good cut for a foul down third baseline. Leaves the count 2 strikes. Pitches ahead here. Ball on the outside there gives us 2 strikes, 1 ball as Tiger's hat falls off. Some great pitching in there by Toga Onishi today. Tiger Onishi there today. And a dead ball as Jackson fouls that off into his foot. Keeps the count, 2 strikes, 1 ball. 1 down here to Wellington. And Jackson flies it out to 7. And the left fielder takes a nice running catch in comfortably. Wellington have 2 down. This brings to the plate Tane Mew. On deck for Wellington, on deck for Hutt Valley, Zarshaw Wallace.
Here we go, Hick. Come on now.
And a good first pitch for a strike here on Tane.
Here we go, Hick. Come on now.
And a swing at that one gives us a 2-strike count here. 2 down to Wellington. And a good cut there by Tane, but cuts it right out into the right field. Riley Markia taking the catch comfortably, bringing in the Wellington defence as they take 3 down. This brings Hutt Valley in for the bottom of the 5th as Wellington are up 6-1. Apologies there. So up to bat for Wellington. Kieran Bolger on deck, Gene Robinson, and at the gate, Ollie Smith. Here in the bottom 5, Wellington are up 6-1. And a nice pitch there by Nate gives us a 2 strikes, no balls. And a fly cut there by Kieran sends a fly right out into the right field. Catch taken comfortably out there. Gives Hutt Valley 1 down. Brings to the plate Gene Robinson, on deck Ollie Smith, and at the gate, top of the order, Jaden Stratford. And Gene shapes the bunt and pulls away, and it's a strike anyway. So 1 strike here, Gene. Ball high there by Nate, 1-1. Nate's come on well here for Hutt Valley. Ball there on the inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. And a swing of that one takes the count 2-2. Just a no swing on that one. Loads the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Going out swinging is Jane Robinson there for Hutt Valley's second out. 2 down here to Hutt Valley brings Ollie Smith to the plate. Good hold there by Ollie. Brings 1 ball. Great work getting out of the way there by Ollie. Brings in another ball. And a strike there on the outside. Brings the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Good cut of that one, sending it foul. 2-2. And going out swinging is Ollie Smith. Nate Turner's coming out well here on the mound. Brings Hutt Valley 3 down. This brings Wellington back out to field for the top of the 6th. At the end of the 5th innings, we have a score of 6-1 to Wellington. All right, here we go into the top of, top 6. Sorry, top of the 6th. We have Zarshaw Wallace at the plate and Joel Evans on deck. Tiger Onishi going into his 6th innings here, pitching a good game. And grounds that back to Tiger, who takes a nice field there at the mound. Runs it over to get the out at 1. 1 down here for Wellington brings Joel Evans to the plate. On deck, Corey List. And a ball there for ball 1 here on John. Ball called dead there as he hits the ball back into his leg. Looks like a bit of a stinger as he tries to walk that off. Gives us a count of 1-1. 1-1. And a swing there by Joel brings the count. 2 strikes, 1 ball. And going out and swinging, Joel Evans gets taken out down there by Tiger Onishi, who's having a great game there on the mound. Brings 2 down here for Wellington. Brings Corey List up to the plate. Score is still 6-1 here to Wellington. Called a swing and a strike there. Strike 1 here for Tiger. And a nice change up down the middle there by Tiger. Gives him 2 strikes. And pitch on the outside gives count 2 strikes, 1 ball. And Corey flies that out to the centre fielder, who takes the catch comfortably as he tracks it out there. Tiger having a great game there on the mound as Wellington come in. At the end of the 6th innings. Score is 6-1 to Wellington. Alright, my apologies there, team. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the order here for Wellington. Jaden Stratford on deck, Aaron Gollan. Nate Turner still on the mound. Sorry, apologies, that's not Nate's last name, Nate Pearson. Good swing at that one. Gives us a 2-strike count. Ball high on the outside. 2 strikes, 1 ball. And going out swinging there, Jaden Stratford for Hutt Valley's first out. 1 down. Brings Aaron Gollan to the plate. On deck, Riley Markia. Called a strike there for strike 1. And there comes down with snow on it for the shortstop to come across and take the catch as Aaron flies that out. 2 down here for Hutt Valley brings Riley Markia to the plate with Jerome Roimaki on deck. Great catch in there by Taikaha as Riley takes a high ball. Ball 1. Ball in the dirt. Low for ball 2. Ball there on the inside for 3 balls. Ball on the outside. Riley will take the walk down to first. Springs to the plate, Jerome Reimaki. With 2 down here for Hutt Valley. On deck, Joel Harris. Ball high there, ball 1. Ball low there for ball 2. Hits that dead into himself and ricochets straight down foul of first baseline. So we have a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Ball there on the outside for 3 balls, 1 strike. Strike there in the middle, loads the count. So we have 3 balls, 2 strikes here on Jerome. And Jerome grounds that out to the shortstop for the third out there for Hutt Valley, making the play at 1. Alright, at the end of the 6th innings, we have a score of 6-1 to Wellington. Brings Hutt Valley out for a bat here in the top of the 7th. Tiger will return to the mound to continue on here in the 7th innings. Been a great game here by him as Hutt Valley come up to bat. And here we go, top of the 7th, brings Dallas Clifton to the plate. Following him, Josh McCarroll, and at the gate, Logan O'Leary. And Dallas flies it out with the left fielder running in to take a nice catch to give Wellington 1 down. And with that, Josh McCarroll comes to the plate. Logan O'Leary on deck. At the gate, Nate Pearson. Good first pitch, strike here on Josh. And a ball high out in the zone brings the count 1-1. That one high and out of the zone as well. Brings the count 2 balls, 1 strike. And Josh fouls that off, coming behind, brings the count 2-2. Fouling that one off, protecting the plate, keeps count 2-2. 1 down here for Wellington. And Josh in there protecting his plate. Brings us count 2-2. And gets him swinging at the plate. Josh McCarroll goes down for Wellington. They have 2 down. Bringing to the plate Logan O'Leary on deck. Nate Pearson. Two down here for Wellington. Top of the 7th. Ball came in high there. So ball 1. nice comeback pitch there for Tiger. Brings the count 1-1. Tiger having a great game out there on the mound. And a strike there for Tiger. Brings the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down. Ball high on the inside there. 2-2 count. Ball on the outside. Good miss there by Tiger. Loads the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down here to Wellington. And Logan protecting his plate there. Fouls that off into the back fence. Keeps the count loaded at 3 balls, 2 strikes. And caught him looking there at the plate for 3 down to Wellington. And that is the game. Wellington winning that 6-1 at the top of the 7th.